The title of the video really should speak for itself. Please don't find the video just to spread hate comments towards it. Obviously, do not send any type of negativity towards the user that created this video. I already said that in the comments, not comments, the description. So yeah, anyways, just enjoy this.
Any fish armed with a weapon like this has to rank very highly on the list of the deadliest river monsters ever.
Forget razor-sharp teeth and prehistoric terror.
Already this video is resorting to prehistoric animals instead of Mariana Trench creatures.
Explore the depths of the Mariana Trench, home to some of the most terrifying creatures known to man. From bizarre bioluminescent beings to monstrous deep-sea dwellers, these 20 creatures rival the legendary Megalodon in sheer terror.
Okay, so that is a pretty weird pronunciation of the Megalodon, but I'm not really complaining. But like there's that Leviathan over here, which is not a Mariana Trench creature.
Delve into the abyss and discover nature's most frightening creations.
Look at the size of the head on this magnificent creature!
This is definitely not recorded from the Mariana Trench.
I mean, actually, its head's probably as big as mine is!
Deep sea dragonfish. The formidable deep sea dragonfish lurks as a fearsome hunter in the depths of the world's oceans. Scientifically known as Grammatostomys flagellibarba, it boasts disproportionately large teeth for its small stature, measuring a mere 6 inches. Among various dragonfish species, their resemblance is striking. Harnessing bioluminescence.
This is an actual animal. Okay, 20 Mariana Trench creatures. This, I guess, lived in the Mariana Trench, as with evidence of living in the Mariana Trench. But like, how is it scarier than the Megalodon when the Megalodon is stupendously larger?
It can emit light through specialized organs called photophores, likely to lure prey and attract mates in the darkness below. Sporting a sizable head with formidable fangs and a chin barbel tipped with a glowing photophore, the dragonfish employs its luminous lure to ensnare unsuspecting victims before devouring them with its powerful jaws. Evolving unique adaptations, such as a black stomach lining to conceal consumed prey's lights, ensure survival in the deep-sea ecosystem. Although their mating habits remain largely mysterious, it's believed they spawn externally, with females releasing eggs for males to fertilize, and the resulting larvae fend for themselves until maturity.
Unfortunately, objectively speaking, this deep-sea dragonfish is way too small to even be remotely considered as scarier than Megalodon.
Inhabiting depths of up to 5,000 feet, the deep-sea dragonfish primarily resides in the North and Western Atlantic Ocean and the Gulf of Mexico. Bloop sea monster.
It was an ultra-low frequency, high-amplitude underwater sound. It's earlier speculation that the sound originated from a marine animal is outdated and is replaced as being consistent with noises generated via non-tectonic cryoseisms, originated from glacial movements such as ice calving or through seabed gouging by ice.
In certain academic circles, the bloop remains an enigmatic phenomenon, never directly observed but detected multiple times in 1997 by a hydrophone array deployed by the United States National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration. This noise, reminiscent of an iceberg's formation, sparked intrigue. While some scientists compare it to known marine creatures' vocalizations, others, including cryptozoologists, speculate it could originate from an undiscovered colossal marine animal.
Which is, again, now considered an outdated speculation.
The sheer volume of the bloop, surpassing any known creature, suggests alternative hypotheses, such as a smaller but highly efficient sound generator, like the pistol shrimp.
What? What the f?
Initially considered ice calving in Antarctica,
It's around similar distance to Chile from Antarctica.
the The bloop's mysterious origin led to the belief it might emanate from an animal. With a length estimated at 76.2 meters, the bloop's potential source, whether a natural phenomenon or an unidentified sea creature, continues to fascinate researchers. Tripod fish.
The deepest it can go is 4,700 meters, not 11,000 meters like in the Mariana Trench. More specifically, 10,984 meters.
Exploration of the deep sea conjures excitement, especially when encountering enigmatic species like the tripod fish.
It is a recording from 1443 meters deep.
Bathyptera gralator. Dwelling in some of the ocean's deepest realms, they are distributed across the Atlantic, Pacific, and Indian Oceans, with sightings near Western Australia and Flinders Island, off Tasmania's coast.
Also, the Mariana Trench's location is in the western Pacific Ocean, about 200 kilometers east of the Mariana Islands. Around this over here is the location of the Mariana Trench, this here, around here being the Challenger Deep. So, like, technically the tripod fish could live in the Mariana Trench, but not the deepest part of it.
Thriving at depths of up to 6,000 meters.
4,700, not 6,000. At 6,000, we've already reached the Hadal Zone.
They share their habitat with other deep-sea denizens like the black swallower and giant squid. Measuring up to 30 centimeters long, tripod fish often perch quietly on the ocean floor, or tower over their spiderfish relatives. Their elongated, bony fins, which can extend up to a meter, stiffen with fluid when they stand, aiding in their predatory strategy.
The tripod fish is also too small to even compare its scariness to the megalodon.
Positioned a meter above the seabed, they intercept prey carried by currents, relying on their keen fins to detect vibrations. Despite their nearly sightless existence in the abyss, erect pectoral fins serve as antennae, guiding potential meals toward their waiting mouths. Stonefish. Stonefish are renowned for their exceptional camouflage, seamlessly blending into reef or rock environments, coupled with their diabolically venomous nature.
They live in the coastal regions of the Indo-Pacific and Caribbean. They are primarily marine, and although some species are known to live in rivers, most live in coral reefs due to tropical Pacific and Indian Oceans. It is fair to say that they probably did not live in the Mariana Trench.
Typically reaching lengths of 27 to 40 centimeters, they come in two species in Australian waters: reef stonefish and estuary stonefish. The reef variant holds the title of world's most venomous fish, capable of fatal stings within an hour. Occupying tropical coastal waters in northern Australia, stonefish excel as sit-and-wait predators, remaining motionless until unsuspecting prey ventures too close. With lightning-fast reflexes, they seize prey with powerful jaws, often swallowing it whole.
Should I even call this a paleontology video if it shows real animals instead of prehistoric ones?
Their venom, housed in dorsal spines, serves as a defense against predators and inflicts excruciating pain upon human encounters, potentially leading to respiratory distress, cardiac arrest, convulsions, and paralysis.
Stonefish is also considered to be lethal.
While fatalities have occurred elsewhere, prompt first aid and available antivenom have prevented deaths in Australia since European settlement.
Still though, unfortunately for the title, the stonefish does not live very deep.
Caution is urged when walking on reefs, advocating for sturdy footwear and immediate medical attention upon sting. Anglerfish. In the dark depths of the Atlantic and Antarctic Oceans,
don't they occur worldwide? Some dwell away from the seafloor, and some dwell close to the seafloor.
Resides the deep sea anglerfish, boasting over 200 species, each adapted to its murky surroundings. With its grotesque appearance and cavernous mouth filled with sharp, translucent teeth, it's considered one of the planet's ugliest creatures. Typically dark gray to brown, some can grow as long as 3.3 feet, while others remain smaller, under a foot in length.
Still too short, and with their anatomies therefore too small to even compare their scariness to the megalodon.
What distinguishes the female anglerfish is a dorsal spine, resembling a fishing pole, topped with a luminous lure to attract prey. Their flexible bodies allow them to devour prey twice their size. In contrast, Males, significantly smaller, forego such adaptations and instead adopt a parasitic lifestyle. Upon encountering a female, the male latches onto her, eventually fusing with her skin and bloodstream, losing his internal organs except for the testes.
Which is, in fact, correct. But, this is stupidly clickbait.
This unique mating strategy ensures the female carries multiple males on her body. Vampire squid. In the temperate and tropical zones of the ocean, one can encounter the vampire squid. Unlike many other squid species, the vampire squid does not employ ink for defense.
And it is also not really a squid, it's a vampire squid. Vampire squid from hell, the species name says.
Instead, it utilizes a unique tactic. The tips of its tentacles emit a luminous, sticky mucus cloud, glowing for up to 10 minutes. This provides ample time for the squid to evade predators. With a maximum length of 28 centimeters, females typically outsize males in mantle lengths, ranging from 7.9 to 12.1 centimeter. Resembling a football in shape, size, and color, vampire squid earned their name from their dark blood red hue and eye color.
Do they actually look like footballs?
Occasionally appearing blue in certain lighting conditions. Despite their menacing appearance, they adopt a peaceful existence in the deep, oxygen-deprived depths of the ocean. Contrary to misconceptions, they don't prey on blood, but instead await food to come to them, showcasing a distinct behavior from other cephalopods.
Contrary to its name, it fed more on marine snow, not blood.
Frilled shark. In the vast expanse of the open ocean dwells the frilled shark, a peculiar creature resembling a relic from prehistoric times.
A relic from prehistoric times.
With a lengthy cylindrical body stretching nearly 7 feet and fins set far back, it navigates the deep, dark waters below the sea's surface. Its distinctive gill slits lend it the name frilled shark. This species thrives in continental slope waters, seeking refuge in caves and crevices while exhibiting an eel-like form with a sizable mouth. Characterized by 6 pairs of gill slits, 3-pronged teeth, and a brown hue, it possesses jaws capable of an extraordinary gape.
Okay, so this doesn't look like brown hue. This is more gray than brown.
During mating, males utilize claspers to transfer sperm to females, resulting in litters of 2 to 15 pups, born after a gestation period of over a year. With males reaching maturity at 92 to 163 centimeters TL and females at 130 to 135 centimeters TL.
What does TL mean? I'm kind of curious.
They grow to around 196 centimeters TL. Found at depths from 120 meters to 1,500 meters in the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans, these elusive creatures prefer offshore shelves and upper continental slopes.
Unfortunately, though, you can't really see them in the Mariana Trench because they do not live in the area that includes the Mariana Trench.
Deep sea hatchetfish. Descending into the depths of the ocean unveils the resilience of the deep sea hatchetfish, an intriguing creature defying the harsh conditions of its environment. Renowned for both its appearance and its ability to counter-illuminate, this resilient fish earns its name from its hatchet-shaped body. Sporting a perpetually surprised expression with a downturned mouth and large, protruding eyes, the hatchetfish seems astounded by its survival in the deep sea's challenges.
And it also doesn't mean it's supposed to be terrifying. You put it in the list of creatures that are supposedly scarier than the megalodon, and this is not.
Despite its diminutive size, ranging from 1.1 to 4.7 inches, it braves the immense pressure of its habitat with ease. Counter-illumination serves as its defense mechanism against predators, with the ability to adjust the intensity and color of its bioluminescent glow. This adaptation aids in camouflage and scattering light to conceal the hatchetfish in the darkness. Despite its vulnerability and short lifespan of less than a year, populations of the deep-sea hatchetfish thrive across temperate and tropical seas worldwide in the Atlantic, Pacific, and Indian Oceans.
Still facts that have nothing to do with the creature being scary.
Atlantic wolffish. Atlantic formidable predators. Wolffish are equipped with large heads, powerful jaws, and canine teeth tailored for devouring hard-bodied or spiny invertebrates like sea urchins, crabs, and marine snails.
They live in the Atlantic. They are not Mariana Trench creatures as a result. So This is just another instance of clickbait.
Growing up to 5 feet long, they sport a tapered body with a rounded head and a slender tail, adorned with multiple rows of protruding teeth. Their bluish-gray hue contrasts with a lighter underside and is marked by dark vertical patches along their length. These solitary creatures come together in pairs during the breeding season, engaging in internal fertilization. Both sexes guard the relatively large eggs until hatching, showcasing rare parental care. Found exclusively in the cold waters of the North Atlantic Ocean,
They are also featured somewhere in, like, Spain.
they possess blood compounds preventing freezing. Despite their culinary value, their slow maturity and declining numbers have raised conservation concerns, especially considering their role as keystone species in regulating invertebrate populations.
Which can become overly disruptive to habitats if left unchecked, causing the entire ecosystem to just be, shaken up a lot.
Conservation efforts are crucial to sustain these vital predators of rocky reefs. The fang-toothed fish.
So far, 9 out of the 10 creatures shown here are real animals. Only one of them is just fictional.
When someone mentions being long in the tooth, it typically signifies aging, but for the fang-toothed fish, it's a trait from birth. Despite its small size, this creature boasts the ocean's highest teeth-to-body ratio. While we'll spare the details of its mucus-filled facial cavities for polite conversation, it's worth noting that fish like us have sensitivities.
They are actually quite harmless to humans, reaching a maximum length of just 16 centimeters.
Adult fangtooths inhabit the twilight zone, while juveniles linger near the surface, feeding on zooplankton until their iconic fangs develop. Despite its menacing appearance, the fangtooth relies on its lateral line, a sensory organ detecting movement and temperature changes. Its ultra-black skin absorbs 99.5% of light, aiding in camouflage. An opportunist in feeding, the fangtooth uses chemical receptors to detect prey.
Which is correct. But, like, how do you compare most of these Mariana Trench animals to the Megalodon, which is more of a shallow water creature?
When prey approaches, its formidable fangs act as a trap, enabling it to catch larger fish. Fortunately, specialized sockets prevent self-injury. Presently, 2 species exist, the common fangtooth, reaching 16 centimeters, and the shorthorn fangtooth, half its size, inhabiting tropical waters. Headless chicken monster.
It's called Enypniastes, also known as a headless chicken fish because of its peculiar appearance.
Encounter the actual chicken of the sea, a peculiar pinkish-red organism resembling a plump-breasted beheaded chicken.
Because of its unique appearance, it is also another real animal.
Dubbed the headless chicken monster. Despite its name, it's neither fowl nor beast. This swimmer is the sea cucumber Enypniastes eximia. Recently, scientists filmed this odd, hen-like creature in the Southern Ocean near eastern Antarctica, where it's never been spotted before. Video footage depicts the vibrant sea cucumber floating, with fins resembling the stubby wings and legs of plucked pink poultry.
It is more closely related to starfish and urchins.
Previously found only in the Gulf of Mexico, the headless chicken monster was recently sighted by researchers from the Australian Antarctic Division.
I don't like how the headless chicken monster is actually an acceptable name for this creature.
Using advanced camera technology at a depth of about 9,800 feet below sea level. Meanwhile, during a survey of Commonwealth marine reserves from northern Tasmania to central Queensland last year, CSIRO investigators stumbled upon a peculiar, faceless fish caught some 140 years ago in the 1870s.
And this is most certainly not a fish. Like how animals like starfishes aren't fish.
Helicoprion. A prehistoric shark-like fish, Helicoprion, gained fame for its circular saw-like teeth, thriving globally in early Permian oceans.
Okay, so this is just a prehistoric creature, not a crazy Mariana Trench, deep down IRL creature thing that this title claims to have, and so far most of them are just not it.
Biologists possess scant knowledge due to few fossils.
More like paleontology, because like paleontology lies on the border between biology and geology.
Discovered in Russia in the 1880s by Andrzej P. Karpinski, Helicoprion likely reached 10 to 15 feet in length.
It could have reached 16 to 26 feet in length.
Inferred from comparisons with similar species, its physical traits remain elusive. Only teeth fossils exist, forming a unique tooth whorl akin to a circular saw. Though initially uncertain, subsequent discoveries like Ornithoprion's skull reveal the tooth whorl likely resided in the lower jaw's front. Each serrated tooth indicates a carnivorous diet, potentially feasting on squids,
in which it used its tooth whorl to further cut the prey during the jaw opening.
However, without a complete skeleton, its hunting methods remain speculative. Positioning the tooth whorl suggests Helicoprion faced swimming challenges, potentially alerting the prey. Limited data hinder a comprehensive understanding of this enigmatic creature's ecology and behavior. Giant squid.
There is currently no evidence of the giant squid existing in the Mariana Trench, even though it is still a creature that is very well alive today.
The colossal giant squid can reach lengths of at least 33 feet when fully grown, but sightings of these enigmatic creatures are exceedingly rare for humans. Most of our knowledge about them is gleaned from specimens washed ashore.
Also, based on specimens and sperm whale diving behavior, suggests that the giant squid spans a large range of depths, possibly 300 to 1,000 meters.
The largest recorded giant squid stretched an impressive 59 feet and weighed nearly a ton.
The maximum length of the giant squid is around 12 to 13 meters, aka 39 to 43 feet for females, and 10 meters, aka 33 feet for males.
With eyes the size of beach balls, these creatures possess the largest eyes in the animal kingdom, aiding their vision in the dark depths where they dwell. Sporting 8 arms and 2 elongated tentacles, they use these appendages to capture prey, which likely includes fish, shrimp, and other squid, with some speculation about attacks on small whales. Despite their massive size, they maneuver surprisingly with seemingly small fins and use their funnel for propulsion. Found across all oceans, but typically near continental slopes and islands in various parts of the world.
You know, I planned this to be called the absolute worst paleontology video in history, but like, is this even a paleontology video if almost every single one of these creatures featured so far are real animals and not prehistoric ones? Real animals that actually exist today, not real animals that are prehistoric like Helicoprion.
Liopleurodon.
Not the 25-meter Liopleurodon!
Liopleurodon, derived from the Greek meaning smooth-sided teeth, is a large, carnivorous marine reptile belonging to the Pliosauroidea, a clade of short-necked plesiosaurs. 2 species, L. ferox and L. pachyderus, lived during the Colovian stage of the Middle Jurassic period, while L. rossicus lived during the Late Jurassic, dominating the seas of Europe as apex predators.
So, the longest species, Liopleurodon ferox, is estimated to have grown over 6 meters in length. Still, how is it, quote-unquote, scarier than the Megalodon? I guess if you slap in the 25-meter long Liopleurodon from Walking with Dinosaurs, then we'd have a much fairer comparison.
Named after its large, 70mm teeth, Liopleurodon fossils were discovered in France and initially classified by He Sauvage in 1993.
In 1873, not 1993, that's 120 years later.
Its powerful swimming abilities were evident from its 4 paddle-like limbs, typical of all plesiosaurs. Despite its formidable size, recent studies cast doubt on earlier length estimates, suggesting Liopleurodon was around 24 meters in length.
Which now, basically, the 25-meter Liopleurodon has become a meme in paleontology.
Weighing about 2.5 metric tons. Mosasaurus. Question the accuracy of movie portrayals. Mosasaurs, massive marine reptiles from the late Cretaceous, coexisted with dinosaurs, but weren't dinosaurs themselves.
More like it had to coexist with Prognathodon and Tylosaurus, which were known to feed on similar prey, so they were able to coexist in the same ecosystems through niche partitioning.
Mosasaurus, a carnivore, inhabited Europe and North America during the Cretaceous period, with fossils found in various locations like France, South Dakota, and Nebraska. Traditionally, the largest species, M. hoffmanni, was thought to reach 17.1 meters, yet recent estimates suggest around 13 meters.
which is around the same length, and by the early Campanian, shorter than the Tylosaurus prorigor, at around 13 to 14 meters for the Tylosaurus.
Its robust skull housed powerful jaws with numerous cutting teeth, while paddle-shaped limbs aided underwater navigation. Mosasaurus likely had excellent vision to compensate for a weak sense of smell and exhibited a high metabolic rate, indicating potential endothermy. Taxonomic confusion once led to over 50 species attributions, but a 2017 redescription clarified at least 5 species within the genus, with further reassessments planned.
And normally I don't really complain about Jurassic World stuff because I complained about them for way too long. But like with that oversized Mosasaurus from Jurassic World, it kind of pisses me off.
These formidable creatures existed from the Upper Cretaceous to 61.7 million years ago.
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
Inhabited aquatic environments, were carnivorous, and have been represented by 31 discovered specimens. Leviathan. This species was first called Leviathan melvilli in 2010, but it turned out that Leviathan was already used for a different animal, like an extinct elephant called a mastodon. The rules say we can't have the same name for different animals. So they changed the name to Leviathan, which is the original Hebrew spelling.
Although it is not a Mariana Trench creature, it is actually quite comparable to that of the Megalodon. Finally, something that is comparable to the Megalodon,
It's about 12 to 13 million years old.
which it lived around 9.9 to 5 million years ago. Around 8.9 million years ago is the most accepted time where the Leviathan went extinct. However, there are finds of isolated teeth from other locations implying that either it or a close relative survived into the Pliocene around 5 million years ago.
From a time called the Miocene epoch. Where it lived? We only found one Leviathan in Peru, showing it lived in the southeastern Pacific Ocean.
There is, again, isolated teeth finds from other locations like Chile, Argentina, United States, in California, South Africa, and Australia.
Based on its skull, which was about 3 meters long, scientists think Leviathan was around 13 to 16 meters long.
Around 13.5 to 17.5 meters long. So I guess that's fine.
Leviathan's skull and lower jaws were huge. Unlike today's sperm whales, Leviathan had big upper teeth and a short, wide snout. Its teeth were large, sharp, and bigger than those of the largest T-Rex.
At this point, the T-Rex is literally used as a unit of measurement. Even its teeth is used as a unit of measurement.
Its skull had a big dent on top, suggesting it could echolocate like modern sperm whales. The goblin shark.
Back to real-life animals. These sharks, some researchers believe that these sharks could also dive to depths up to 1,300 meters for short periods of time. And most of them are found at depths greater than 100 meters, and adults found deeper than juveniles. But like 1,300 meters, that's still nowhere near that almost 11,000 meter deep thing, Mariana Trench.
The goblin shark is a cool creature found in the deep ocean, living as deep as 4,265 feet. It usually stays in the dark and comes up near the surface at night. What's fascinating is its strange look and how it can open its jaws wide when it eats. It has a long nose called a rostrum, with special parts to sense electric signals from other fish. Its teeth are long and messy, and they stick out even when its mouth is closed. We don't know much about these sharks because they're hardly seen alive.
Deep sea creatures just look much more peculiar in general than regular creatures in the shallow waters.
And are rarely caught on camera. They're thought to eat fish, squids, and small crustaceans, catching them with their long jaws. Goblin sharks have babies inside them and give birth to a few big babies. They don't have a placenta to connect to their babies. Instead, they give them unfertilized eggs to eat while they grow inside. Even though they're sometimes caught accidentally, they're not fished on purpose, and scientists say they're not in danger of disappearing. Dunkleosteus.
Dunkleosteus.
Recent research suggests that Cleveland's ancient sea creature, Dunkleosteus terrelli, may have been shorter and stockier than previously thought. This armor-plated fish, believed to have lived about 360 million years ago during the Devonian period, was once considered a massive predator, possibly reaching up to 30 feet in length.
This channel actually correctly states that this is outdated, so props to them. Also, Dunkleosteus more specifically lived around 382 to 358 million years ago, and 360 million years ago falls into that range.
However, a Case Western Reserve University scientist proposes that earlier estimates of its size and shape may have been exaggerated. Russell Engelman, a PhD student in biology and the lead author of the study, explains that Dunkleosteus may have been much chunkier than previously imagined, with features resembling those of a tuna fish. Despite its peculiar appearance, the old size assumptions may have obscured other unique characteristics of this ancient fish. Dunkleosteus fossils were initially discovered in 1867 by J. Terrell, an amateur paleontologist, along the shores of Lake Erie near Sheffield Lake, Ohio, just west of Cleveland, United States.
And Terrell donated his fossils to John Strong Newberry and the Ohio Geological Survey, who in 1873 described all the material as belonging to a single new genus in the species Dinichthyes herzeri.
The sarcastic fringehead. Fearless and fiercely territorial, sarcastic fringeheads, typically under 10 inches long,
but can be up to 12 inches long, which is, compared to the megalodon, it just speaks for itself.
exhibit aggressive behavior towards intruders near their burrows. Their common name derives from their temperament and the fringe-like appendages over their eyes. These fish, which can grow up to 12 inches long but are usually between 3 to 8 inches, inhabit open coastlines at depths of 10 to 240 feet.
240 feet. It's just 73 meters. Does it still classify as shallow waters?
Residing in various shelters like clamshells, burrows, or cracks in rocks. They even adopt human trash like cans and bottles as homes to defend vigorously. With elongated bodies and large heads, sarcastic fringeheads boast needle-like teeth and cirri over their eyes. Their coloration ranges from brown to gray, with hints of red and green, often accompanied by pale spots on the cheeks.
I guess I could give this channel credit for expanding on my knowledge about some deep sea creatures that I've never heard of before. But like, it's still clickbait from the original video, from the original title.
Males may exhibit almost black coloring with a yellow rear jaw and metallic blue eye-like spots on their dorsal fins. Lion's mane jellyfish. In the vast open ocean, the lion's mane jellyfish stands out with its impressive presence. Its tentacles, stretching up to 120 feet long, rival even the blue whale in size.
Well, it is a jellyfish. Honestly, I can't really be certain, as to see if it's scarier than a megalodon or not, because in the end, it's a jellyfish. Actually, this jellyfish over here, it's actually kinda freaky,
making it hard to miss. Found mostly in the Arctic and North Pacific Ocean, from Alaska to Washington, these jellyfish prefer cooler waters. Its name comes from the mane-like cluster of long tentacles hanging from its bell-shaped body. These tentacles, divided into 8 clusters with up to 150 tentacles each, contain stinging cells that paralyze prey. Additionally, the jellyfish can glow in the dark thanks to its bioluminescence, feeding on small fish, crustaceans, and even other jellyfish.
Its range is confined to cold, boreal waters, and the Mariana Trench does not belong to that.
Lion's mane jellyfish use their powerful tentacles to catch prey. Interestingly, research suggests that human activities like overfishing, climate change, and pollution create conditions favoring jellyfish proliferation. This lack of predators and increased prey contributes to the jellyfish's thriving population, posing minimal threats to them or other jellyfish species. So, Are these creatures truly scary?
And then we're finally ending this clickbait video mess. Man, what a journey. Okay. I haven't reviewed stuff for like 21 minutes. It's been quite a long time since I reviewed a video this long. So, yeah, thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace out. Bye.